Cloud.
100 days. Hundreds of games that I haven't bothered to count exactly how many. This will be the last. The Ontario Redcoats and the Seattle Emeralds. The season ends where it began. Tim Hortons Arena, Mississauga, Ontario. The winner is the Andre Cup champion of Season 2 of the AHL. And here we go. For the final time to start a game, Jonathan Joslin, Bobby Meach, center ice. The Odyssey will end. Only one will lift the chalice, for the other, oblivion and despair. A turnover, and Joslin with the first chance of Game 7. And Harold Ramsey makes a save. The Redcoats were up 3-1 in this series. Overtime win here in Game 5 for Seattle, then a 3-2 nail-biter at home to force it back here. Turnover at center. Picked off by Joslin, brought up by Bukic. Bukic back to the point, Riley, and it's intercepted by Barry. Barry hangs on, plays it to his left for Whitfield, and Whitfield will skate ahead. Whitfield onside, threads the needle save, and the rebound there is loose in front. Iser trying to hack away, he gets possession. Whitfield down from each, no shot there. Back for Whitfield, at the point Barry. Iser to drive, and a save made by McPherson. And the Redcoats threaten for the first time. Potential candidate for finals MVP right there, Mikhail Grigorenko, 8 points in the series. He could well win that award if Seattle wins the cup. McFarland through, and McPherson has to make that save. And there's the Ontario leading goal scorer, Gabriel Ray, 9 points. Will either of them hit double digits in this final battle? That is still very early on. A slow pace, a huge hit by Tatar on Berglund there. On Hyman a drive, and a save made by McPherson. Looked like it was going wide, but the Seattle netminder did not want to leave anything to chance. And you don't see a big guy like Berglund get sent down like that very often. We'll see if that energizes the Emeralds. Another win for Gabriel Ray. Here comes Berglund. Berglund into the corner after taking it out in front. Turnover, McDonald! Oh, and he just put it over the top. Werenski for Fiala, down low for Werenski, back to Tatar, peels away in center ice at his own blue line, pressured by Gabriel Ray, spinning into the attacking zone onside is Fiala. Fiala waiting, shooting, and that one into the corner, pinned by Ray, James Riley intervening, puck pop loose for Tatar, Tatar is shot, and Ramsey says no. The hit leaders, Barry near the top of that category. McFarland and Eller here. Here's McFarland, sent on back. And a chance and a goal! Kelly Yarncroke! And the Seattle Emeralds strike first in Game 7. From the point, a seemingly innocent play by McFarland through a missed assignment. Yarncroke just gets it to his forehand, and let's go a bit of a snapper, rather slow traveling, and Ramsey really slow to react. What a start for the road team.
Scored by number 19, Cal Yarncroke, assisted by number 10, and by number
Just as they have in 4 of the previous 6, the Emeralds strike first. There's a shot, save, rebound, and Ramsey covers. So Kelly Yarncroke draws first blood. Tie up off the draw. Here's Nosek. Nosek is shot, and the puck is loose in the crease. And Ramsey's on top of it and gets the whistle. This is normally the part where I'd preview another game, but no others to be previewed until late October, early November, when Season 3 is projected to start. But that is for tomorrow's speculation. This is today's shot! Loose puck for Yarncroke again! And he just put it wide! It was loose in the crease! What an opportunity for him again. Eller trying to weave by. Here's Kittle, and that one is sticked away. Eller has that one behind McFarland, and he's hooked, and a penalty is called. Not something you see very often in a Game 7. A penalty not for delay of game, and the Emeralds are going to go to the power play. McFarland may have embellished it a bit, but he sold the call. And a power play opportunity, a chance for the Emeralds to double the lead. They were able to do that in Game 6 and make it a 2-goal game. Here they go. What a shot by Bukic is turned aside by Ramsey. In the corner, Clemenson sent that out for Dirksen, and he clears. Redcoats on their heels early on, being outplayed and outgoaled 1-0 Seattle. 9 minutes to go in the first. Joslin drops it back for Eager, shot. That one deflected just wide. And cleared all the way down by Phil Clemenson. Here's Nate Wood for Samuel Bukic. Bukic across. He scored the overtime winner in Game 6. And now through for Millman. He scores! Millman has made it 2-0. The spinorama. And the second Seattle Emerald goal of the first period. There's a shot, and yeah, Millman. How about that? Barry had him covered, but he does a little spin move to get around. Ramsey probably expecting a feed down to Bukic. What a play for Bryce Millman. Got the inside of the post, goes in. Power play goal. And the Redcoats find themselves in trouble here. A 2-goal deficit. And we're only 11.5 minutes into the game. A big hit by Riley on Ray, and the Emeralds are vibing. Joslin onside with Grigorenko, has it picked off, a penalty, this time the other way. Redcoats are going to go to the power play, and it's Joslin to the box. The jitters getting the better of the two teams, although you'd expect Ontario to be a little more nervous now. Joslin doesn't like the call, but that one was clear as day, a trip. This is exactly what the Redcoats needed. Berglund is shot, and that one is stopped. Izzer trying to play that across, and it's cleared. So a power play. They're down by 2. 7 minutes to go. First period of Game 7 of the finals. A chance to haul themselves back into it. Morgan Riley spins it all the way down. Well, they haven't really gotten a good chance up to this point. As Berglund will bank that on for Izzard. Sent down low for Jared Whitfield. Here they come with numbers. Gabriel ready to Whitfield. Oh, what a beautiful glove save made by McPherson. Razzle dazzle. And there's Berglund taking out his frustration on unsuspecting Wade McFarland. Bobby Meach and Brian Boyle on this draw. Tie up a fell for Turgeon. Here's Turgeon shooting, and that one is repulsed. McDonald down low for Meach. Back to Turgeon. Another save by McPherson. Puck loose and cleared. Not over the glass. That would have been another penalty. It goes all the way down to be recovered by Berglund. Off the stick of Boyle. Nearly picked off by Grigorenko. Is by Dahlin. Dahlin to Grigorenko in the attacking zone. 15 seconds left. Penalty. What a shot save. Rebound loose in front, and Berglund able to get it away. And a great penalty kill for the Seattle Emeralds. Really only gave up one quality opportunity. Here comes Jonathan Joslin across. Wood scores! Nate Wood with a Ripper Magoo, and it's now 3. The Emeralds again and again and again. Pouring it on. And you gotta really think about getting Ramsey out of this game now. 3 goals in the first period. And Nate Wood the blaster, and that is one he has to save. I'm surprised there's no timeout or goalie change. Recording cut out. I was in the process of saying the Redcoats are going to have to climb Mount Everest. 3-goal deficit. And there's still time left in the period here. The Emeralds burst forward again. Here's Fiala across. A shot by Werenski's off the outside of the post. Back for Tatar off a stick. Hyman gonna try to burst up the middle. Drop that one back for Parayko. Parayko through to Hyman. Across for back to Hyman. And Millman will get a piece of it and get that one on to Fiala. Fiala brings it forward. Sent across for Millman. Trying to charge through. Oh, he got it away from Dirksen, but couldn't jam it in the corner. 2 minutes left in the first. Here's Tatar. Tatar to Millman. Here's Fiala. He scores! Kevin Fiala! It's a bloodbath! My goodness! Fiala jamming it in through the 5-hole of Ramsey, and it's 4-0 in the first period. Do they make the switch now? Still no. I don't know how you don't pull Ramsey. That's just ridiculous. They're totally discombobulated right now. They don't know what to do. They haven't pulled their goal. They haven't even called a timeout. They need a goal now. They have any chance. I know the Redcoats come back a lot, but this is a really tall order. Kittle behind the net. A front for Howe, and a great pick by Grigorenko. It looked like the one-timer was being set up brilliantly. 3 seconds, 2-1. Back to the point, a shot is sticked away by Ramsey, and that ends a shocking first. Seattle 4, Ontario nothing. I have no words to describe that first. And still Ramsey is going to stay in the net. I thought maybe they were waiting for the end of the period, but they're going to keep him in. I guess the one benefit is they're down by 4, but with 40 minutes to go, so they have time, but they need one quick, and here's Barry trying to provide it. Whitfield across, Izzard waiting, dropped to the point, he didn't take that shot when he should have. Here's Meach on front, and McPherson got it. Eager got a piece of the shot, so it was slow traveling, and that bought McPherson all the time he needed. So another big goal for Kevin Fiala, the one to make it 4-0. In Game 7 of the Andre Cup Finals. A big hit, Izzard a drive, that one's blocked, and here comes Bukic. Bukic charging ahead in the corner, back for Riley. Jocelyn, that's a good save by Ramsey. He needs that, confidence-wise. Because it looked like Jocelyn was primed to make it a 5-goal lead right there. Millman and Meach here. And a score right off the draw, and it's 5! It is Tata who puts it in with a one-timer. Fiala racks up another point, and the massacre continues. Right off the draw there, Fiala, Millman with a tie-up, and Ramsey just... The Redcoats defense doesn't give him any space, and finally, Harold Ramsey is put out of his misery, and in comes Jonas Korpisalo. He shined for the Columbus Blue Jackets in the Stanley Cup playoffs. 85 saves in the 5 overtime loss against Tampa Bay. But now he has to try to help his team come back from 5-0 down in Game 7 of the Andre Cup Finals, and Tatar just missed a gaping cage, and they're relentless. Tatar again, and the save in the cover by Korpisalo. The Emeralds are not taking their foot off the gas at all. They are trying to rack up as many as possible here. They know this Redcoat team has come back from deficits in this season, and they want to make this lead as big as possible. It's pretty good right now. It's 5. Here's Wood down low, intercept by Hyman. Could be a 3-on-2 developing here. Gabriel Reyes shot, and that one turned aside by McPherson. Bounce back for Nate Wood, and he will lead the rush forward. Behind the net, Berglund hit off the puck. Hyman for Ray. Brought back up by McDonald. McDonald stopping. Here's Ray with some space. Ray a shot, and a glove save is made by McPherson. If you skip to this point in the video, you are not on acid. You have not been inserting marijuana into parts of your body other than your mouth. No, you are seeing that correctly. The score is indeed 5-0 Seattle Emeralds. And it has just been surgical. And here they come again. Grigorenko with one. That's gloved down by Korpisalo. I think they should have pulled Ramsey maybe after the third goal, definitely after the fourth one. I don't know how they kept him in after that period. And then finally they pull the plug after he lets in the fifth one at the start of the second. But is the hole too big now? I mean, never count the Redcoats out, but no team has ever come back to win from a 5-goal deficit in the history of the WHL. So, here's a chance to make it 6 for Pesce, but he was patted aside there by Korpisalo. On the counterattack, it's Kittle. He's shut off by Dahlin, and now Johnson, who scored the overtime winner in Game 7 against Colorado in the Western Finals. Here's Howe down low for Dirksen. Zaitsev a blast, puck loose, and it's corralled by Dahlin. Calle Jarnkrok on the right, who started the scoring. He has acres of space initially, has Nosek waiting, shooting, and it's blockered away. Nosek banks that one back to the point for Eager. Eager across for Jarnkrok. Drive, and that one's blocked. And Riley is going to be sent down. Izzard trying to weave his way through. Whitfield sends up, and here is Izzard shooting, and that one is stopped by McPherson. I'll throw in a quick little WHL tidbit. If the Emeralds do hang on to win this would be the first time in WHL history that a lower seed has won a playoff series. There have been, 4 this year, 3 last season, so there have been 7 playoff series in the history of the league, and never has there been an upset where the lower seed won. That would change if Seattle hangs on here. McDonald shot save, rebound, and that one's going to be poked away by McPherson, and it trickles out of the zone. It's Whitfield now. Whitfield trying to peel away and brings it over the blue line. Down lower, it's intercepted by Jordan Tutu. Speculation about Tutu's potential retirement. This could be his last WHL game. What a send-off it would be if they do indeed lift the cup when it's over. They're 24 minutes and 40 seconds away from that as Meach sends it across for Berry. Back to Meach, and another glove snag by McPherson. The Redcoats have had some chances, but that man, the Ginger, has denied them at every turn. There's Tutu getting plastered by Parayko. Redcoats looking for something, anything, to get going here. Because they do have time, but my goodness, that hole. It would have to be the most spectacular comeback in the history of hockey. Not the WHL. Hockey. Here's Ray. Riley. James Riley. Back to the point for Ray. McDonald. Ray. Pad save McPherson. Puck is loose, and we're going to have a little glitch here. Okay. McPherson looks like he is having some sort of convulsion. Nate Wood is now having a seizure. The puck is finally going to be covered by McPherson. Might as well throw in a glitch in Game 7. Because why not? Millman and Ray will face off here. 1:44 to go, second period. Game 7, Andre Cup Finals. Seattle with a 5-0 lead. Tatar for Millman, and it was nearly 6 there as Korpisalo had to come out to challenge him. And then he covers it. So this has just been dominant, surgical. I don't have a thesaurus on me, so I'm not going to waste your time or mine with that. Dahlin across Fiala. That one deflected. Behind that's taken by James Riley. And sent on now for Zach Hyman. Hyman up for McDonald. Here's a chance, and another save by McPherson, and we'll have a whistle with .7 left on the clock in period number 2. Joslin and Eller on this one. And that's it for 2. The Seattle Emeralds are 1 period away from the Andre Cup.
Your next group event, then rent out one of our luxury boxes with great views, waiter service, and free money.
The beginning of what will in all likelihood be the final period of the HHL season. And remember in the first game, the Redcoats jumped out to a 7-2 lead over the Halifax Highlanders. Halifax scored 4 unanswered in the third and made it close. Well, Bukic just fanned on a backhander in front. He would have scored too. Halifax scored 4 in a row, made it 7-6, and Ontario just held on. Parayko with a blast. That one deflects wide. The fans, to their credit, have stuck with this team. They are not giving up hope. Grigorenko for Eager. Emeralds, just no stupid mistakes. Play it smart. And you'll be lifting some silverware in about 17 minutes. Here's Meach. That one deflects in the air. Riley had to settle that one down. Bounced around. And behind for Eager, out for Bukic. It's been a close series. 5 of the 6 previous games have been settled by just 1 goal, 4 of which went to overtime. This has been by far the most dominant performance for either team as McPherson gloves that one out of the air. 14 minutes, 47 seconds left in the third of Game 7. And there's Parayko just trucking Fiala into the boards. Mascot on his feet. Got a feel for these fans, to be honest. But gotta be happy for the Seattle fans. They close in on victory. Werenski's shot and stopped point blank by his Columbus Blue Jacket teammate, Jonas Korpisalo. This is their side jobs. The nightlife. Although most of these games have happened as early as 1 in the afternoon. It's 1:27 right now as I record this. Here's Tomas Nosek spinning away. He dumps it behind. Berglund got it away from Tatar, who, if you remember, Tatar creamed Berglund in the first period. That big hit maybe really got that Seattle bench sparked. That energy just carried them on. And here is Hyman. He's going to be sent down by Millman. The energy continues, and Nate Wood there, who has a goal in the game, jumped in to pick it off. And Hyman settles it down. Perhaps some space here for the Redcoats. It's Berglund. Berglund for Eller. Eller down low for Kittle. Backhander is stopped by McPherson. So the Redcoats, of course, won the Andre Cup in Season 1, which don't try to look for those videos on YouTube. They don't exist. The channel has only existed for Season 2. And they won the clinching game 5-1 in Denver, so they blew out Colorado to get that cup. Roles reversed a bit here, and now a penalty coming up against the Redcoats. 3-on-2 the other way. Yarncroke up to McFarland, and he missed the net with a shot. And touched up by Zaitsev, and the Emeralds will have a chance to make it 6 here. It's Edward Howe getting the penalty. So, yeah. 9:17 to go. Seattle Emeralds well on their way to a title, and a shot just wide there from Kevin Fiala, and that's turnover scored! Joslin! Power play goal for the hat-trick hero of the last Game 7. Welcome to immortality. Well, that phrase, I've been told it's my best call of the season. Well, that phrase just cements as he scores a goal in Game 7 of the finals, and it's now 6-0 Seattle on the power play. A horrible giveaway in front by Jonas Dirksen, and Korpisalo really could do nothing about that, and the Seattle captain gets on the board here. Okay, all of you conspiracy theorists holding out hope for a comeback, I think can end those hopes now. 6-0. This game's over. Bukic. Picked off by Parayko, and now a penalty is going to go the way of the Redcoats. They're going to go with the power play here. It's going to be Jocelyn, who just scored the goal, going to the box. Got a sense the Redcoats probably getting a little angry that they're getting embarrassed this badly in this big of a game. Parayko deflected around, and Wood had to corral it in the crease and lay it onto the glove of McPherson. So I guess the only question really now is, can Robert McPherson pitch a shutout in a Game 7 of the finals? Remains to be seen, as this is Berglund up for Parayko. Izzard across. Whitfield. Parayko misses the net with a shot and spun as far as all the way down by Riley, and that was a poor job by Berglund to corral it. I praise the Redcoats so much for being a machine, a team that can do anything, and in the 2 seasons of this league, this is by far the worst game I have ever seen them play. Not even close. 6-goal deficit, 7 minutes to go. Parayko trying to cut one off. He was stopped, and a drive by Whitfield goes wide. Werenski got it on for Nosek, and Nosek trying to bring it forward. Can they get a shorty as well? Nosek, as they try to continue the demolition. A big hit is laid by Boyle. And bringing it ahead now is Ray, up for Izzard. Bounce behind for Ray, out in front, it's intercepted by Fiala, and he's gonna burst up the middle. Kevin Fiala has to stop up, plays it for Wood, and that one deflected off a Redcoat and wide. 4:30 to go. Kittle misses the net with that one. Dahlin for Millman, a bank pass for Tatar, who slips by 2-on-1 with Fiala. Tatar misses the net. I think he was shooting for a rebound or a bank off the boards, neither of which worked. Millman has support. Millman a shot, and that one's turned aside. Here's Tatar in the corner, 3 minutes away from glory. John Kittle for Lars Eller, deflects and stopped by McPherson. And I think we know what's up next, NHL 20 fans. There she is, getting ready to make her appearance on the ice, and for the team in green to have their moment of immortality. And their names etched on it, next to the names of these very same players they are defeating in order to win it. A series which was 3-1 Redcoats, a collapse in spectacular fashion, and a 7th goal is put in on the rebound. The overtime hero from Game 5, who started this remarkable series rally, Samuel Bukic. Grigorenko back, Pesce the shot, and the rebound is put home. It is now 7-0, and this ties the record for biggest blowout in the history of the HHL. That record is actually held by the Redcoats, a 7-0 win over Colorado in Season 1 in Game 1 of the Andre Cup Finals that year in this very same building. And we've entered the final minute as Bukic creams one in on goal. It's stopped by Howe and brought ahead. Can they at least get one on the board? Howe in front, and McPherson says no to the attempt to end the shutout bid. For the team in red, the white-hot start to the season is now going to be marred by this. Remember, they were, 9-0-1? something like that. It was ridiculous. Right out of the gate, won, I think, 8 of their first 10. And got the best record in the league on tiebreaker against these very same Emeralds to get home ice for this series, which they led 3-1, and a great save there by McPherson as the knuckle puck looked like it was going top corner from Turgeon. Seattle started off this season a little bit rough. They were rough out of the gate. At the midway point, actually past the midway point, they were 8-6. They were in really rough shape. And they were second last in the West. They were a bit behind because at that time Vancouver was flying high. And it looked like the Emeralds were destined for oblivion. The team that came one win away from the finals last season, the best team in the league on paper, a lot of people's picks to win the cup at the start. And they looked in trouble, but then it all clicked. A 10, was it 10? Yeah, 10-game winning streak. They went 10-0-1 in the final 11 games of this season, ran through the playoffs, one last chance, Nosek repulsed behind the net, and the Seattle Emeralds are the Andre Cup champions. The tears flow from the home fans as their crown is stripped. The final score, Seattle 7, Ontario nothing in Game 7. A remarkable rally late in their season. On the brink of missing the playoffs, 10-game winning streak. They make it in as the number 1 seed in the West, as a matter of fact. And then they wind up going down 3-1 when they make it to the finals. And they come back. And there's a handshake line as the former champions, the Redcoats, congratulate the new kings. The throne, once dyed red, has now turned green and gold. So the playoff MVP, and that is, well, finals MVP, and that's no surprise, Mikhail Grigorenko will win that title. He was brilliant. They had to win an overtime Game 7. They had to win a Game 7 on the road. They had to win 10 games in a row to get the bye in home ice for the entire Western playoffs. They faced adversity. They had their trials and tribulations, but they came out stronger, and now it's all going to be worth it as Jonathan Joslin will come to receive it. And he will enjoy this. The captain lifts the cup. Who's first to get it? He's motioning someone over. How about that? One of the old guard, Magnus Payarvi, is the first to receive the Andre Cup. Seattle's fourth line definitely put in the work, led by Brian Boyle. Payarvi is now going to hand it off. And oh look, Brian Boyle, another one of the old guard of the Seattle team. Their depth really stepped up in the finals. When Grigorenko, Joslin, and Fiala weren't going, Boyle and Payarvi were. And their goaltender helped to spearhead this miraculous comeback in the finals, down 3-1, and on the brink of losing it in this building in Game 5 overtime. And now here comes Robert McPherson to get his moment with it. Vezina finalist last season and this season. And now they gather around the chalice, the reward of all their efforts. One last photograph, evidence of it all. Well, here we are. 100 days, I counted exactly. Oh, Google counted for me. A brilliant season, brilliant playoff, and a worthy champion. Well, that Game 7, I think most of us would have preferred it to be a little more competitive, but it really shows how impressive this Seattle team was, that when their backs were against the wall in the regular season, they won 10 straight. Had a 3-0 series lead in the conference final, blew it, went to a Game 7, overtime, backs against the wall. They come out of it, Joslin with the winner in overtime. And here, down 3-1 in the finals, they win Game 5 in overtime, backs against the wall. They do it again at home, Game 6, and then, in emphatic, decisive fashion, win Game 7. And this is a champion the entire league can be proud of. The Andre Cup champions, Season 2, Seattle Emeralds. Win it all. Let's see, I got 4 minutes left in this recording. This has been one hell of a journey for me. I started the league back in February, expecting it to just be a fun thing to do after school when I had no homework. And it was great. Everything was going well with the league, and then, of course, March of coronavirus, the pandemic. And we finished Season 1 in April. And it was a little after that, the beginning of May, as I was planning for Season 2, I thought, there's no hockey on. Why not do something, no matter how small it is? Just give some people some hockey to watch. Why not go public with the league? So I did. And that's why you can't find Season 1, because this was just a little thing with me and my friends. But with COVID-19 and no live hockey, I figured why not make it public. The channel, still small. It has grown. We have fans, followers. We have an Instagram, even though I haven't touched that in months. My bad. And I thank all of you who have watched this season from the beginning, from the bottom of my heart. I put hours of my day into this, into commentating games, editing videos, uploading, jersey designs, goal horns, all of it. And every single one of you helped make this possible. And this has been a great journey. We will be back. Season 3, HHL will begin either late October or early November, sometime in that time frame. There will be some changes. There will be the same amount of teams, no expansion. The season might be a little shorter due to school, but it's still going to be the same action. We're all looking forward to see if the Seattle Emeralds can repeat as Andre Cup champions. They'll be heading back to Seattle for a parade. I guess that's it. This has been a production of the HHL, the Andre Cup Finals. 7-0 in Game 7. Emeralds win. They're the champs. And normally I say, and I'm out, but I think it'd be more fitting to say, and thanks.